It's a subject that pops up all the time in my Discord, and that is divergences. So today I thought we'd take a little bit of time to talk about divergences, what they are, how to use them, and how you could stop losing money whilst trading divergences. So let's get straight to it. Hey traders, I hope everybody's going extremely well. My name's David and welcome to my channel where I go through trading strategies and everything trading. Today we're going to be looking at divergences, we're going to be looking at the RSI and other indicators and oscillators that we can apply divergences to give us a little bit more edge in the market. I'm also going to be looking and backtesting some different ways of trading divergences so that you can see the benefits of actually trading the divergences properly and actually waiting for that confirmation. I personally use divergences myself as a confirmation, a confluence in my daily trading whilst trading ABCs and things like that. They just help me to confirm that a trade will go in one direction or another. Okay, so I guess the best thing to do is get straight over to my computer. Let's have a look at some of these divergences and what they really are. Okay, here we are on my computer on TradingView, the platform that I use daily to trade and to find my trading plan. I'm on the 15-minute on Bybit BTC USDT because that's what I use on all of my YouTube videos, but this will work obviously on Forex, crypto, or anything else that you're trading. So the idea is we're looking today at divergences. Divergences are a divergence between price action on your chart and an oscillator or an indicator that will be displayed below it or above on the actual chart. We're using the RSI today, but do know that you can do this, like I said, on many other indicators like the MACD, and I have done a lot of backtesting, and it seems that the MACD gives much better results than the actual RSI, but most people use the RSI, so we're going to be using the RSI today. We're on RSI at 14, and all I've done is literally remove the other parts of the indicator. I've removed the upper bands, the lower bands, and all of that. Just left the middle band here, which is at 0. We left the middle band at 50. The 0 was on the MACD. We've left the RSI itself, and everything else we've removed. I'm going to make that a little bit thicker so we can see it a little bit better on YouTube, but I wouldn't do that when I'm actually trading. But yeah, okay, now you can see that a little bit better. So the idea behind a divergence, like I said, is our price action is moving in an upward movement, just like this. We're creating new highs, making a higher low, and then a new higher high, a new higher low, and then a new higher high. Always breaking structure as we go along and making new highs, which are making weak, strong lows which push up to create a new high. But on the other hand, inside of our indicator, we can see that we're losing momentum as we come up here and create these new highs up here, and we have actually created a new low in this indicator up here. So as you can see, we're making new highs here, but the RSI actually is coming and making lower highs each time. Now that could potentially mean that there is a reversal on the way, and you should be preparing maybe to look for a trade as a reversal if you're a reversal trader. On the other hand, we also have bullish. That is actually a bearish regular divergence. We also have other divergences, as you can see here. Now, in this representation I found on the internet, we have bearish divergences like the one that I just showed you, where you have the red line being the RSI and the blue line being the price action. So we're creating new highs, and we're actually creating lower highs here on the RSI. Now, if we're looking for bullish, what will happen is the price is obviously coming in a downward movement, just like so, and the actual RSI would be reversing and creating higher lows and higher highs each time. So we could actually say that that is actually reversing, and then we could look for a reversal in our trading patterns. So hidden divergences are slightly different. They are more of a trend following pattern themselves. For instance, if you're using something like the 200 EMA for a trend following trading strategy, and you're looking for either an entry or a confirmation to continue your trade, hidden divergences are great for that. So what we have on the price action is lower highs here. We're creating lower highs and lower lows for a downward movement. But inside of our oscillator, we're actually creating higher highs just like this. This means it's called a hidden divergence, and is something that I've created into my indicators as well to try and confirm our patterns that we're moving in. And then a bullish pattern, we've got bullish price action moving up. We are above that 200 EMA if that's what you're trading. And inside of our RSI, we're actually creating lower lows, and that is a confirmation for our bullish to continue our bullish pattern, hidden bullish divergence. So let me go over to TradingView very quickly, and I'll go through just a couple of the examples before I show you what I found whilst creating all of this code and the trading strategy and the backtesting results. Okay, here we are back at the chart. We're going to look at bullish divergences just like this one here. So as price is going in a downward trend just like this here, we're actually creating new lows which are being pushed down by strong highs. So these strong highs are pushing down and creating lower lows just like this. But at a certain point, we'll get to a point where we'll see that price inside the RSI is actually moving up whilst we're continuing to move down in a downwards move just like this. Now that could potentially mean that there's a reversal on the way, so it could be a potential great idea as a trading strategy. But unfortunately, it seems that when trading just divergences by themselves, a lot of people just jump in right at this point here thinking that it's going to go skyrocketing and make lots of money. But divergences have been around for a long time, and it is quite hard to actually trade successfully divergences by themselves. But as I said, I have actually been working on patterns recently a lot, ABC patterns. As you know, a lot of people who have been following me for a while know that I've been working on ABC patterns, and I have actually done quite a lot of back testing. So here's what I found. So there is a lot of indicators like this one I made out there that helps us detect divergences, bullish, bearish, hidden, not hidden, regular divergences. But the best way that I've found whilst backtesting is actually to follow one of my favorite patterns. Now what we do is we look for higher highs and lower lows, and then we're going to be creating an ABC pattern, which is extremely simple. As a pattern, we're creating a new ABC pattern which looks very much like this. Now, I know that a lot of people are probably bored of me talking about the ABC pattern, but I do believe that it is quite a powerful pattern inside of trading. So what we've done is we've got our ABCs. As you can see, I've marked our lows here. So each of our lows and also a high. Now, if we then mark the A just like this, and then we go and look for a divergence, the one that I spoke to you about just a second ago, this one here. We could actually get in as price comes back up and retests this line and breaks above this line here. Now that actually seems to be a much better trading strategy, and I will prove it to you in a minute, than actually jumping in on every single one of these trading entries. Let's go and have a look very quickly at a bearish version over here. So I actually am on replay as we speak. So we have our bearish divergence between here and here. And if we got in on this high here, so we marked our high, we've created an ABC pattern that I was talking about. So the A is just the lowest low here, and then we have a new high, so we're creating a double top pattern just like this here. We look for our bearish pattern, so we're actually using we're using price action and market structure instead of using the indicator to actually find the divergence, and then we go and use the divergences to confirm our pattern. So we need to make sure that we're actually on the right candles here to make sure that we're doing we're pointing out the right areas. We could actually be here for this one here, but it still is higher and we're moving down to a lower area. So this could potentially mean that we're looking for a short, but we wouldn't get in until we've actually broken down below that blue line. Let me make sure that that blue line's straight because I don't want to. There we go. That's our entry just there. So as price comes along, it actually has already tested just very much slightly there. Price comes along and tests that. If we break below it, we take our entry. So let me press play here and let's see what price actually does. As you can see, price is actually breaking down. I'm going to make this a little bit faster. And as you can see, that would have been an absolutely wonderful entry for us. So not only does it confirm our ABC patterns, but it also confirms the ABC pattern on the other end, confirms our divergences, so it gives us confluence in the two. As you can see, this one would have been a risk to reward of 5 at least, and we only had a very small stop loss of 0.73%. So absolutely fantastic trading strategy. Now let me go back to the idea of actually proving it all to you, everybody, using backtesting results on TradingView as an indicator that I've made. Okay, I have actually made a trading strategy called It's Hammer Time. Thanks to Steve from our community for actually suggesting that. So the idea is we have the ABC patterns, and this is really just to prove to you that trading and waiting for the actual trading strategy to play out is actually better than just jumping into every single divergence that you could find. So as you can see, the indicator actually finds the ABC patterns just like this, ABC, and underneath you can see it's currently on the MACD, but you can see the value of the MACD to make sure that this one here is actually higher up, because obviously you can see that minus 144 and this one's a minus 102. So this on a MACD would actually have a higher value, so you can see that a divergence is on its way. This one didn't play out, but the backtesting results I'll show you just now. So first of all, these backtesting results are with the ABC patterns. As you can see, we have a 62% profitable win rate. That's on one single take profit with using the higher high with a risk to reward. I've only used a risk to reward of 1 just for this example, but I haven't added any other confluence whatsoever. No multiple take profits or anything like that, just one single take profit at 1. If I go down, you can see that I'm using the pattern, the ABC, as I was saying, and we're using the MACD. You can change it to the RSI, you can also change it to the MACD histogram or the wave trend, and I'm going to add a couple more as we go along. So let's go through some of the results very quickly. We have 86 trades, 62% win rate, and a 77.48 net profit. It's not absolutely the best. As you can see, the equity curve isn't the absolute most wonderful that I've come up with, but like I did say, this has no confluence. You could use an EMA or something like that to find the trend first. This was just an experiment to find out which kind of divergence or how to correctly trade a divergence. Let's see if I go back. I can go all the way down and go to my favorite part, which is now the ABC. So you're just not using the ABC at all, and you're going to be getting into all of the divergences from A to Z from the very beginning of this trading pattern. You'll be able to see that there's absolutely tons of them. There's 209. But the equity curve looks absolutely terrible. As you can see, we have a 43.1% win rate, minus 61% of net profit. Net factor and profit factor of 0.711, and as you can see, it's absolutely not a trading strategy to get into. So that's why you shouldn't trade divergences by themselves on every single alert that you get off of TradingView for a divergence. You should wait for the pattern to actually come back and test that line, the original line, which will get you a lot less trades, but at least those trades might be profitable. So this indicator I'm going to continue building throughout the whole of this month. I'm going to be building a lot of tools that will help you to backtest ideas and things like that. Maybe a bullish candle, you would like to find out what the average profit of a bullish candle reversal would be, or something like that. My idea is to build the tools that will help you to actually backtest those kind of things throughout this month. I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. If you did, if you don't mind just giving it a good old thumbs up, and why not subscribe? I do videos every Monday and every Friday, and I'm also on Discord daily. Come and chat with us. So we're now a group of people giving TA and talking about things like bots and things like that. Come and join us on Discord. You can find all of my indicators, the links to Patreon are down in the description. I'll see you on Friday. Take care, keep safe, keep coding, and trade like a boss. Have a good day. Goodbye.